What up, everybody? Welcome back to the 4% Entrepreneur Show. My name is Vic Strazius, and as always, I'm pumped to be here with you guys. Hope you're doing fantastic. If you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe. If you like the content, if you have been following these shows for, a period of time, this is our, 20 probably something episode. We talked a lot about different ideas, and our focus here, our intention for this particular show is pretty simple. We want to talk about ideas, strategies, tactics, mindset, actions, plan, right? How do you go from being ordinary to being extraordinary? How do you go and rise above the common level? How do you become great at what you do, right? As an entrepreneur, this show is dedicated to entrepreneurs from entrepreneurs. If you have been following my work and if you know a little bit about my background, started out knowing nothing about entrepreneurship, knowing nothing about marketing, and because I came across some right people came into my life, and I was just smart enough to listen to them. I was able to completely change my life and stayed in the game. It wasn't easy, right? It was difficult. Wanted to quit many times, but I stayed in the game, and that's what I'm going to challenge you to do right now as well, my friend. I want you to stay in the game. Stay in the game. You never know when your breakthrough is coming. You never know if you might be 3 feet from gold. Have you read that book? I think it's Think and Grow Rich, right? Napoleon Hill talks about him. There was a dude who was digging for gold, and he stopped 3 feet from gold. A lot of people, a lot of entrepreneurs, we tend to stop 3 feet from gold. You go to a workout, to a gym, you feel like you cannot do one more push-up or one more pull-up or one more rep. That's the one that you really need. That's the one that gets you most results. And so I just want to encourage you guys, if you're watching this, again, on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel. We're going to be dropping a lot of content. As a matter of fact, a couple ground floor announcements here. A couple quick announcements before we dive into the content. On this particular episode today, I want to talk about why most entrepreneurs fail. Okay, there's 3 main reasons. There's a lot of different reasons, a lot of different, whys, right? Why people fail and why entrepreneurs don't succeed and stuff like that. But I'm going to condense everything down to like 3 top ones as far as I'm concerned, as far as I see it. We're going to talk about them in just a minute, but a couple quick announcements. So we have done, I think, probably around 20 or so of these shows, right? The Entrepreneur Show. And we have been going for, these have been pretty lengthy sessions, right? So sometimes we would go for an hour, sometimes we would go for an hour and a half, right? Depending on the topic and things like that. What we are going to do is I'm going to try to condense the ideas down instead of taking, a while to explain. I'm gonna get you an idea. I'm going to let you ponder on this idea, but every idea that I'm going to share, have been sharing, and will moving forward share on this, journey, on this show, on this channel, will be worth $1 million to you. Okay. Now, this is hypothetically, right? If you take action on it, if you ponder on it, it's like that seed. If you plant it in the ground, it's $1 million seed, right? So you got to nurture it, you got to water it, you got to care for it, you got to fertilize it and all that stuff, and then it's going to grow into something beautiful. If you just throw a seed in the ground and walk away and never come back and never care for it, of course it's going to die, right? So my intention here is to bring you $1 million idea every single episode. I'm going to try to keep these down to maybe 30 minutes or less. See if we can do it in maybe 20 minutes, right? And we'll just kind of see what happens. So we're also going to be dropping a lot of content. We're going to be dropping a video every single day on the 4% YouTube channel. Okay, so if you're watching this on YouTube, if you guys are watching this anywhere outside of YouTube as well, I would recommend that you go to our 4% YouTube channel and subscribe. Hit that notification bell on, turn it on so that you can be notified when we drop the content. We're going to be dropping a lot of premium level content, not fluff, not stuff that we're just going to take up your time. We are evolving what we're doing here, and we're doing a lot of stuff in the background here on 4%. We just launched out the 4% Success Challenge for affiliate marketing. Thousands and thousands of people are going through that program. It is phenomenal. It's literally step by step. Shows you, where's my marker here? Okay, so shows you how do you go from, zero to your first 10K, right? To your first 100K, and then ultimately to your first $1 million in sales, selling other people's products. These are not guarantees, but this is a blueprint. Okay, so those of you guys who know what I'm talking about here, this is a daily guide absolutely phenomenal, mind-blowing, okay? And we're going to put 1 million people through that program over the next couple of years. We're going to have 1 million success stories over the next couple of years, okay? So if you want to learn how do you win, how do you build a business, how do you build a solid, actual business structure around yourself so that you're never depending on anybody else, but if you don't have a product, right? You want to leverage other companies' products. You want to promote other people's programs. You want to sell somebody else's, products, and you want to build a business around it. As an affiliate marketer, the 4% Success Challenge for affiliate marketing, will show you exactly what to do, literally from nothing all the way to this level if you dare to go that far. Okay, so this is a blueprint, shows you how to do it, and then you're challenged to hit those numbers. So it's phenomenal. You can check it out. It's called the 4% Success Challenge. So that's that. So it's out, so like all the details and like, a lot of people come to us and people ask me sometimes, oh, Vic, can I just like look over your shoulder? Can you teach me? Can I do one-on-one with you? I don't do one-on-ones. I don't even do a lot of group coaching anymore. I used to do that. We might announce some high-end masterminds later on and whatnot. But if you want to, if you want to look over my shoulder as I show you, okay, today, tomorrow, the next day, here's how you build a solid, rock solid business that you are controlling, that you have the key to, okay? You don't depend on anybody, anything for your success. You are creating your own success in your life. And you don't have a product, you don't have, any marketing experience. Maybe you failed 314 times before, but you have that burning desire, like, dude, I really want to succeed. How do I do that, okay? Check out the 4% Success Challenge, and this will be one of the probably, I guarantee it. I guarantee this one thing. It'll be the most life-transforming, most mind-opening, most results-producing program you have ever seen anywhere in existence, okay? So that's a little plug for that. Now let's get back to the topic. Why do most entrepreneurs fail? Okay, so you take a look at any industry, any genre, right? So when we're talking about affiliate marketing, we can talk about info marketing, we can talk about selling in general, right? We can talk about direct sales, network marketing, plumbing, roofing, local businesses, whatever, right? Here is the three main reasons, okay? As a matter of fact, if you're watching this, drop me a comment below in the, under the video for this video. Tell me, why do you think most people fail? Okay, why do most entrepreneurs fail? Because we all start out with great intentions, right? Our intentions can be like, dude, I'm gonna make the difference in this world. I'm gonna make the difference for my life, for my family. I'm gonna do this. And so, you listen to the motivational tape and you get all fired up and motivated, but then the reality hits. And you run a campaign and it doesn't work. And then what do? Right? You try this idea, it doesn't work. What do? Okay? You try to promote something and it doesn't work and you don't get the results. What do? How do you adjust, right? You guys, most people, there's many, many reasons, right? Most companies go out of business. There is one core reason why most companies go out of business, and that is this. They simply don't have enough revenue coming in to sustain the company. That's it. That's why most companies go belly up. Now, we can take a look at that reason, kind of digest and, dig into that reason. Why are they undercapitalized, right? Why don't they have enough revenue coming in? And well, it's because of lack of sales. Okay, why is there a lack of sales? Well, because, so there's like a surface level right here. Okay, let's say no money, not enough money. Okay, that's why most people think, well, this is like the number one reason why companies fail. And that's true. Okay, that's the reason why most entrepreneurs fail, is because they have no money, right? You agree? Everybody agrees. Okay, if you're trying to build a business, you have no money, you have no business. Money is the fuel that you need to grow your business, right? Now, let's digest that, right? What precedes that, okay? So if you have no money, why do you have no money? Okay, that's lack of sales. Okay? Okay, so see, lack of sales breeds to no money, okay? Lack of sales, there is underneath that, there is another reason. See, what we gotta do is we gotta drill deep and find out what the real reason is. Okay? The reason most people fail is not because they have no money. This is just a result of something deeper. It's just a result of something else. Okay? See, a disease in a human body you know, they treat it with whatever, pills or medicine. But in many cases, that doesn't really cure, that doesn't treat the root, right? So what's the root of this thing? Because these are just the fruits, right? If this was a tree, you know, these are the roots, these are the fruits. Okay, I got no sales, I got no money, these are my fruits, I don't like them. I want to have good fruits, I want to have the good apples, I want to have good oranges, right? I want to have good, big, giant fruits. Well, let's dig into the root of this thing, right? Why don't we have good fruits? And that's going to stem from the stuff that we don't see here. Make sense? So tell me, what do you think here? The lack of sales, okay? Why is there a lack of sales? Well, there is because, you know, lack of sales. I'm just going to boil this down, okay? So I think the two biggest surface levels reasons, okay, is lack of sales that breeds to no money, okay? Now, what I want to talk about is this right here, okay? So remember this picture, okay? And I'm going to give you the three main reasons why this happens over here, okay? So I'm going to have to erase this because I don't have enough board room here. Okay, there's going to be three main reasons I want to talk about here. See, this stuff is invisible. This stuff most people don't want to talk about, but I guarantee you what happens here drives what you see here, okay? So invisible is more important than visible. Okay, visible is just a reflection of what's really happening here. Okay, if I have this computer right here, what's more important? Is that the visible, is that the box? Or is that the software and the operating system that actually runs the box? See, the box without the operating system is useless. I can't do nothing with it, right? Nothing. This iPad right here that I've got, what's more important? This little plastic thingy with a screen on it, or the actual operating system that runs it? Well, they're kind of both important, but the most important thing is what? Is the operating system, okay? Operating system, same thing with a phone, same thing with your human body. What's the most important thing? Is that your arm or is that your brain, right? I mean, you can live without an arm, you cannot live without your head, without your, see what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of different things that are invisible that people don't understand. In business, what you don't see is way more important than what you see. So we gotta tackle this stuff to get good here, okay? So I'm gonna give you three reasons why people fail as it relates to the invisible root stuff. And when you fix that, okay, when you fix that, your fruits will naturally take care of itself. Okay, here is reason number one, okay? It's called messed up thinking. Okay, messed up thinking or messed up perspective. Okay, messed up perspective. I'm not going to take too much time here to write on this board, but I'm going to tell you this. Most people, okay, most people think, well, I've got this thing that I'm selling here. I've got this product, I've got this gadget, I've got this marker that I want to sell, and that's what I need to sell. I've got this information marketing or information course, I've got this program I'm selling, I've got this company that I'm promoting, I've got this multi-level marketing deal that I'm building, okay? And so they're just focused on the thing. They're just focused on the deal, right? They're focused on the deal. It's just like focusing on, you know, on trying to make the computer work by just focusing on the outside, on the box, right? You're like, dude, I'm gonna, you know, if my computer is not working, I'm gonna try to wipe it with a clean cloth, right? It's like when your car is messed up, when your car doesn't work and it doesn't drive or whatever, right? It's like walking around your car and kicking the tires. Maybe you're gonna try to close and, you know, open and close a couple of doors. Maybe see if that's gonna fix it. Well, it's not gonna fix it. Okay, that's what most people. This is what most people's approach is. They have messed up thinking as it relates to sales. Make sense? So let me explain to you what that means, really. Okay, your income. Okay, so if they're selling this product and they're dreaming, okay, well, you know what? I'm gonna sell this product, and my goal is to make $10,000 a month. That's my dream life. Okay, if I can get to that level, that would be so awesome, man. Okay, it's 10K a month level. That's what most people want, you know, as you know, in the space of entrepreneurship and all that stuff. And so they're thinking, well, this is my vehicle, so I'm just gonna go and polish it. I'm gonna try to sell the vehicle. I'm gonna try to focus all my attention on the outside stuff, right? And so what we don't understand is really what is money. Okay, this right here, what you really want. By the way, this is means to an end, right? But we got to understand how money works. And number one is we got to approach this with the right thinking. Okay, the right thinking is this. Okay, if this is you, okay, if this is you and this is your vehicle, this will not alone will not make you $10,000. Very, 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 very few people who might get lucky selling a particular product, maybe in a particular time, right? That's, you know, and they really have very little to do with that because there might be a huge demand for the product or whatever, okay? But if you're trying to sell a particular product, trying to make money, chances are there is a lot of yous, right? A lot of people like you who are trying to do the same thing. Really what you're playing is you're playing the game what's called whoever gets lucky game, okay? That's a messed up way of thinking. Here is the right way of thinking. Your income rises to your personal growth and to the value you bring to the marketplace. Simple. Always remember that. Your income will rise, okay? Your income will rise, okay? To your personal growth. Two things. Your personal growth and the value that you bring to the marketplace. Write that down. Remember that. Never, never deviate from that thinking. Okay, that's number one. You got to have the right thinking. Okay, not the messed up thinking. The messed up thinking is, how can I jam more traffic to this product because I think I'm gonna make money? That's shallow, dude. That's flash in a pan. Maybe, you know, if you see any success with it, it's for sure going to be a flash in a pan type success. I want you to think long term. I want you to think stability. I want you to think domination. I want you to think, you know, complete control, right? I want you to think empire. I want you to think stability. I want you to think, you know, having a grounded business, okay? A grounded business. Think about it like this. What you really want to build is you want to have your business to be like a pyramid. Okay, that's a terrible looking pyramid. But here's the concept: not the pyramid in the essence of like multi-level marketing, where somebody, you know, you at the top and you make a business at the expense of people. No, no, no. I'm thinking about in terms of structure. Okay, in terms of thinking. Okay, you want to have a solid base. Do you think you would ever be able to tap the pyramid over? No way in the world. It's physically not possible. You can't. It is impossible. Okay? Impossible. So you want your business to be like this. You want to have a solid foundation. You want to have a solid ground. You want to go wide on your foundation. And I'm going to teach you how to do that, okay? And then as you're building, you're just building towards the top, but it's built solid, it's built wide, okay? So maybe it's not the best example here, but I'm going to tell you. Your personal growth, okay, your income will seldom exceed your personal growth. Seldom. Because if you don't believe you're capable of that, if you don't see yourself as somebody's worth that much, you will never do it, okay? You might get inspired by somebody, but you will never have it. That's why most people don't. They never take the time. I learned this from Jim Rohn a long time ago. He said, look, your income grows to the extent that you do. Okay? Don't wish it was easier. Wish you were better. Okay? Don't wish for less problems. Wish for more wisdom. Okay? Because problems not going away. Okay? You know, and he taught me a lot of different things. But I'm telling you, man, personal growth to the extent there's different levels. Okay, of income. Okay, so if everybody's got 24 hours in a day. Okay, we all got 24 hours in a day. Look, 24 hours in a day, okay? Some people are making what? Some people are making $500 a month, right? We can do this, okay? 24 hours in a day. Some people make what? $30 in a day, okay? $30 in a day. Some people make $50 in a day. Some people make $1,000 in a day. Some people make $10,000 in a day. You get the point? Some people make $500,000, $1 million in a day. What's the difference? We all have the same time, same amount of time. Your personal growth and the value that you can bring to the marketplace. Can you become more valuable? Can you be twice as valuable as the other guy? Yes, right? Your personal growth will fuel your value. And the value comes into two, you know, there's two sides to the value. So there's the value that you bring on, you know, whatever the product is serving. So if there is a niche specific product, so the valuable might be your knowledge about the industry, about the product. that you can bring in, right? There's also the personal human touch. So if you're working with people, right, you becoming more valuable, also understanding the product as a, you know, human as a product, right? Because if you're dealing with humans, you've got to understand that. So it's like one of the things that I'm really focusing on right now myself is like, one of the things that really helped me in my business, you know, in the marketplace that we're serving through the 4% is this. So there's a lot of people, and you know, we talk about concept of business building as it relates to, you know, internet marketing, right? So how do you build successful business on the internet? How do you do that? And so all these different concepts and ideas, and so people are like overwhelmed, right? One of my strong traits, and this one part of the value that I bring to the marketplace, is I take a complex topic like how do you build a successful business on the internet? How do you get, you know, traffic generation, conversions, all that stuff. And I boil that down, I distill it down into simple step-by-step process that people can see. Anybody off the street, I can take anybody off the street, right? And as long as a person has a burning desire, as long as they're hungry, right? When the student is ready, teacher appears. I can take anybody from the street. I can put them through, for example, a program like the 4% Success Challenge, for example, and they go through a program, and it distills the concept that people are confused about, right? How do you make it work? And it breaks it down into, hey, today, boom, 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 here's your 3-5 steps for today, tomorrow, boom, boom, boom. And it takes that person from this overwhelm to a detailed step-by-step process that I have created specifically and engineered. And that's my strong point, right? That's one of the value that I bring to the marketplace. And of course, you get compensated for it, for the value that you bring to the marketplace. So it's me understanding, if I take the concept, for example, of the 4% Success Challenge, our most recent product that we just released here, tremendous success, by the way, right? And there is two sides to that, right? So if you're paying attention to this, kind of read between the lines, because you can apply this to anything. There is the actual there is the actual technical side of things, like how the industry works, how does the marketing work, right? And the more valuable I'm in that department, the more I can explain, the better off. But then there is also the human side, because I'm working with people, I'm working with humans, right? You are an entrepreneur, you're a human being. If you're going through my programs, I got to understand how you think, okay? And in order for me to understand how you think, I've got to really understand how I operate and how I think, because essentially all humans are the same. So I am a student of humans. Like, I'm a student of myself. I pay attention to myself. I pay attention to why do I do some of the things that I might not want to do? Why don't I do some of the things that I need to do, right? Looking back at my journey as an entrepreneur, what were some of the things that kept me confused and kind of grinding, and how did I solve it for myself? And how do I talk to you in a way that your mind, right, would go, you know what, that makes sense, and I can see how I can make it work. And then I take you by the hand virtually and say, hey, here, you see what I'm saying? So there's the how to, but then there is also the side of things that you cannot explain. So the value that you bring to the marketplace. And see, I was able to build up this value over the years and still work on it every day on this particular skill, right? Because of my focus on the personal growth. See, if I don't believe that I can help myself, if I don't help myself, I'll never be able to help you. Okay? So my personal growth, because I focus on that, okay, and understand that concept, your income rises to the level of your personal growth and the value that you bring to the marketplace. Make sense? So when you focus on that, you can become twice as much valuable as the other guy. You can become 5 times, 10 times, 100, 1,000 times more valuable as the other guy. Okay? So if this is you and you understand this, and then there's this other dude or gal promoting the same product, we can be promoting identical product, both striving for the same goal, right? And you operate on this principle that I just explained to you. We all got 24 hours in a day, okay? And if this dude is just like, oh, let me just focus on trying to get a few more clicks to this product, and they're not focusing on themselves, they don't even understand how humans work, they don't understand how they work, they just go with the motion, right? They just, go with the flow, roll with the punches. They're just kind of like, they woke up today, they feel excited, so they're excited. They woke up tomorrow when it's raining outside, so they feel depressed, right? They're like everywhere. They're like a boat, a ship without a rudder. They don't have a goal. They don't know where they're going. They don't have a clue how they're going to get there. They're just all over the place. Who do you think will win? Okay? Meaningful, specific, versus wondering generality? Who do you think will win? Of course, a meaningful specific. So I want you to focus on this, okay? And this comes up with and sums up with having a messed up thinking. This guy has a messed up thinking. You, on the other side, you have a strategic set of actions, and you're thinking properly. Okay, make sense? I don't want to spend too much time on this, but this is step number one. Okay, your income will rise to the extent, to the level of your personal growth and the value that you bring to the marketplace. Make sense so far? Yes? Okay. Now, next is messed up investments. Messed up investing. Okay, here's what I mean by that. Messed up investing. Okay, I'm not talking about stocks and bonds and real estate and all that stuff. That stuff comes in later. Okay, before you can get to the investing for more revenue, okay, we've got to focus on what do we invest in to first get enough revenue so that later on we can have our money making more money. Okay, so there's stages of investing. Okay, so there's stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4, etc., etc. Everybody, okay, if they're on zero, okay, if they're at 0, they're at stage 1. Okay, so we can probably go like this. So if somebody is at stage 1, okay, starting. Okay, starting. No money, very little knowledge. What do you invest in? Okay, so a lot of these guys, they look at somebody who might be at this stage right here, which is, maybe they got 10K a month coming in. Okay, maybe stage 3, this is a person who's at maybe 100K, okay, a month, and maybe this guy is at 1 million a month. Okay, now as and again, I'm just kind of talking to you here, with I never rehearsed. We're just having a conversation. This is literally me talking from the heart here, talking about ideas as I'm just thinking out loud here. Okay, so check it out. Most people are gonna fall into this category. Okay, and these guys typically will look at somebody who is either at this level or this level or this level, and they'll say, you know what? Of course they can invest, man. Of course they have invest in their business because they have the money. Of course they can invest in real estate. Of course they can invest in, stocks and bonds or whatever other fancy term might be, right? Because they've got money. Of course they can grow their business because they got money. Me, on the other side, I don't have enough money. I am broke, man. Okay? I am broke. Now, have you heard that saying, right? I am broke, so I can't invest anything. Okay? I can't invest in myself because I am broke. I can't invest in my education because I'm broke. I can't invest in my personal development because I'm broke. I can't invest in a product that would teach me how to do marketing because I'm broke. Okay? Now let me ask you this. Okay? So check it out. Okay? When you say to yourself, I'm broke, okay, is that it's gonna fall into 2 categories. Okay? Under 2 categories. It will be either an excuse, okay, or it will be your motivation. That's it. When you say I'm broke, which one is it? It's binary, man. Ladies and gentlemen, this is binary. When you say I'm broke, are you complaining? Are you bragging? Are you just, it's one of these things. It's either an excuse or a motivation. If you're broke, proclaiming to the world that you're broke is not going to help you. Okay? So you're proclaiming your excuse. I'm broke because, or I can't do that because I'm broke, or I'm broke because I don't have the money. It's a catch-22. And what you profess, what you confess will progress, right? What you focus on, what you continue to confess in your life will tend to become bigger and bigger and bigger. So be very careful about how you word things. Be very careful about how do you talk to yourself, how do you talk to others, what you say to yourself, what you say to others. Because if you focus on broke, that you give yourself an excuse. Of course, you just got out, man. You just got yourself off the hook, subconsciously. Make sense? So yeah, I'm broke, of course. And your mind will tell you, well, of course you can't do that because you're broke, man. Just do nothing. Go watch TV. I mean, you're broke. I mean, what are you going to do? That's what broke people do, okay? This will breed more broke, okay? It's like a never-ending loop, okay? Never-ending loop. And everything you do, think about it like this. Everything in life is binary, for the most part, okay? So check it out. This is your current situation. You can use it as an excuse or a motivation. Let's say you go in this binary and you say, you know what? All right, you'll just use it like most people as an excuse, right? And so then this excuse goes into binary as well. So okay, if it's an excuse for you, what are you going to do about it? Okay, so what are you going to do about it? So because this is an excuse because you're broke, so you tend to go downward spiral. Okay, so I don't have enough board here, but you might be like, all right, I'm going to do nothing. Okay, you go to the left, or you go to the right, and you'd be like, I'm going to watch videos. Okay, and so every decision that you make, it's also a binary. Okay, so what you do is either way you look at it. Okay, you watch more YouTube videos maybe about some nonsense, right? Just because well, you're broke, so it's an excuse for you. So you got to come up with a solution potentially. So you watch videos, and because you're broke, you're comparing yourself to other people, and that further kind of feeds your mental craziness about you not having versus other people are having. But because you're not operating from a sense of motivation, you're operating from a sense of excuse. So you go into this pity party mode, right? To where you're comparing yourself to others, and then you continue to start, and then you say to yourself things like, well, how come I cannot have money? How come I'm broke, right? And again, you ask yourself bad questions and you have bad answers. Your mind gives you bad answers, and so you go into this rut, and then you find yourself at the bottom of the bottom of the bottom, and then you go to unemployment line and you be like everybody else. Nothing good comes out of that, right? Versus this another situation, it's like, all right, I'm broke. Dude, that's my motivation. I'm sick and tired of being broke, so I'm gonna do something about it, right? I'm gonna do something about it. And here's what you do. You examine your life. You examine what you got going on. Okay, so you get yourself a mentor. Number one is to get yourself out from the mud. You gotta have somebody who is on a solid ground who can pull you out. If both of you are in the mud, nobody's gonna get anybody out. Make sense? Okay? So if your car is stuck in the mud, you need to hook it up to another vehicle that's on a solid ground. Otherwise, nobody's getting out. Okay? So find yourself the right mentor, step number one. Step number two, invest in yourself on two levels. Okay? Personal growth. What did we talk about in reason number one? Personal growth and value. Okay? So personal growth investment is a must. That's going to get you succeed in your mind first before you succeed on paper. Okay? So invisible, more important than visible. Second thing, what you focus on, you invest in key skill sets that will get you to that first little pool, right? You need to if you're in the mud, dude, you need to get your wheels to spin, okay? You need to go an inch. See what I'm saying? You need to go 2 inches. You need to go a foot. See what I'm saying? So you gotta get to the movement part. Okay? Now here's what most people will do. They'll say, well, I can't learn how to market because I'm broke. I know I need to learn traffic and I know I need to learn marketing, but I'm broke, dude. So they go into the excuse mode. They go to the left. Okay? That gets them more of the broke. Versus these guys, if it's a motivation for you, you ask yourself, how? Okay? How can I? How can I? Okay? And so this is where you literally, you be irrational, you be illogical, you take the approach of just like, there is no plan B. You're gonna make it work or you're gonna die trying. If you're broke, think about it like this. If you were underwater for about 10 seconds, somebody just holds you underwater for 10 seconds, you might be like, well, all right, dude, I'm going to get out one of the, sooner or later, right? But then somebody holds you down there for 15 seconds, 20, 30, 40 seconds. What do you all of a sudden think about? The only thing that's on your mind. You don't care about possessions. You don't care about, relationships. You don't care about the car you drive. You don't care about the house you live. The only thing you think about is air, right? How do I breathe? Somebody holds you for 2 minutes under the water. I promise you, the only thing you think about is how do I breathe? How do I get some air into my lungs? That's the only thing you think about. Okay? If you're broke, unless you're thinking like that, okay, the only thing you think about is how do I get out of that situation? And so you become creative, right? The quality of questions you ask yourself will determine the quality of answers you will have from yourself and from your mentors and from people that guide you, okay? So I'm broke. So where can you cut out? Okay, where are you spending money that you could rechannel into your professional education, into your professional growth, right? Can you liquidate some stuff around your house? Okay, can you do a garage sale? Can you go and mow some lawns or something like that? Can you get an extra job? What can you do to get some cash coming in so that you can use that cash to invest in your, okay, if this is a motivation for you, you put it into your business because you need to get the traction. You need to move an inch. Okay, if your vehicle is in the mud and you got this wheel spinning and you're stuck, you need to move an inch. You need to get the going, right? You need to get the locomotive moving, because that's the hardest part, is to get it moving. Once you got it moving, you just keep the momentum. You build up the momentum a little bit, right? And it gets easier. Okay, so you think creatively. If this is a motivation for you, you will think creatively. Resources is not the problem. Resourcefulness is. Okay, most entrepreneurs are not resourceful because of how they think. Okay, and so they have a messed up investing. Some people would invest. Okay, I'll tell you this. You're on my channel. I'll tell you the truth. I'll tell you straight up. Okay, some people go out there and they invest $400 a month on, I don't know, man, some useless crap like cigarettes. But they say, I don't have enough money to grow my business. Okay, it's messed up investing. I'm telling you straight up. I don't know most of you, on this live here, but I'm going to tell you like it is. Some people going out and I have to eat out every single week. Okay, and they're spending, they're investing $100 or more, right, on eating out because, well, I just have to eat out. Do you really, right? What if you took that money and you channeled it over into your business? If this is a motivation, so again, is that an excuse or a motivation? Okay, and that's how you fix it. Okay, re-examine your activities, re-examine your priorities, re-examine your life, and you'll have some better answers. It makes sense so far, right? Okay, so messed up investing, my friends. Okay, so you gotta get moving. Okay, and then number three. Okay, let me use the black one so that we can keep it congruent here, or consistent. Okay, number three reason, okay, is scattered focus. Okay, now this right here stems from the other two. Okay, so but these are the top three invisible reasons. Okay, see, lack of sales, lack of money is not your problem. Having one of these three is. Okay, falling under one of these three categories is. If you're scattered focused, you're always looking for something. It's like, okay, think about it like this. It's like planting a seed. You put a carrot seed in the ground, and you're like, dude, 2 days later there was no carrot. What the heck is going on? So you dig it up. And okay, maybe this spot is bad. I'm gonna plant it over here. And so every 2 days or every 2 weeks, you're digging the seed out of the ground and you're replanting it, right? It's scattered focused. Okay, or you planted a seed and you don't take the time to nurture it, and you're like, dude, nothing happening over here. I'm gonna go and start digging over here. Okay, and you drop a seed over here and you never cared for it, or you cared for it for like 2 days or something like that. But there was no results, and so you're just all over the place. And then you got a buddy of yours saying, hey dude, this is a pre-launch right here. Okay? A lot of people making money, don't do anything. In fact, we'll do all the marketing for you. So you're like, oh my goodness, this is the best thing ever. I'm gonna go over here, right? And so you go from here to here to here to here to here, everywhere, and you're not getting nowhere. Okay, it's scattered focused. You start something, you start investing in yourself, you buy a program, right? You're like, yeah dude, man, I got some money here. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna learn this marketing stuff. All right, so you make yourself a commitment, and then life gets in the way, and then, oh my goodness, God forbid you open Facebook, and then before you know it, the whole day went by and you never dug into the program that you purchased. And then next day you're like, all right, I'm going to do it tomorrow, right? But yet you invested money here in this program. You're so scattered focused that you don't even get into the program that you invested, right, in. See what I'm saying? And so you continue to look for answers somewhere out there. You continue to look for solutions. You continue to look for the secret where you might have that right in front of you. You know what I mean? And you're just so scattered focused that you don't see it. Okay? And that's a big problem. I'm telling you this, I had every one of those problems in my life. I experienced every one of those. I wouldn't be able to tell you about these if I did not experience them for myself. So don't think like I didn't do these mistakes, okay? But these things right here, okay, they are your invisible stuff. Nobody wants to talk about it, okay? Again, there might be more, but it basically boils down to one of these things, okay? So what you do, okay, if this is the result you're looking for, the only way you get it, okay, is two things. Personal development, PD, and value. Okay? You get those two things from being clear what's going on underneath the soil, and you focus on the right things. Okay? This is a topic we can be talking about for a week. You know, this is the stuff that we can talk about on the ongoing, because guess what? It's an always evolving kind of a concept and a topic. You know what I mean? Like there's different, it's a multifaceted idea, you know, this stuff. But I just wanted to kind of boil this down into the three biggest reasons. Again, everybody's talking about, well, I failed because, and again, a lot of people don't have the willpower to stay in the game long enough. And again, it goes back to the scattered focus. So all of your problems that you're seeing, all of the reasons you give to yourself for not having the result you're looking for, I guarantee you, when you drill deep, right, into that excuse or that reason, when you drill into it, what you will find out is it's going to fall under one of these three categories. Okay? So if some people give up too soon. Well, that could be scattered focused. All right? Scattered focus, because you're not focused on one thing long enough to see the result. So you just go on. You might come this close to your breakthrough, and then you give up. You go into something else. Okay, it's like starting a marathon, a 26-mile run, right? You're running. You're like, everybody, we're gonna do this. You got a whole team running with you, right? You're like, dude, this is gonna be great. We're gonna run a marathon, and then you get to the 18th mile, and you feel like you cannot do it anymore. Like every fiber of your body screams to stop. All right, that's about 18 miles in. And so that's when people fall off. That's when people give up. And that's when you give up. And guess what you do? You start another marathon over again. But it's 26 miles, right? If you want to run a marathon. See what I'm saying? So it's having the right awareness. Goes back to the things I'm talking about. Seems like and mention, every session of this of the Entrepreneur Show. Awareness, following the right blueprint, and taking massive action, following the right blueprint. Think about it. Okay? Don't fall into one of these three categories. Any reason for not doing well, drill into it, and you'll find yourself, where do you really fall into on this, right? And then go fix it. Figure out how do you fix it. If you need my help, my friend, okay, if you want somebody to help you succeed, take you by the hand, if you're ready for it. Most people are not ready for it. Most people talk about how bad things are, but they'll never do anything about it, okay? If you are sick and tired of being sick and tired, and you're looking for a path that you can follow, where somebody tells you, okay, let's focus. Instead of being scattered focused, let's just focus on today. How do you win the day? You win your hour. How do you win your hour? You win your minutes. Okay? You win the minute, and then you win the hour, and then you win the half of the day. You win the morning, and then you win the afternoon, and then before you know it, that's how you win the day. And then you win the week, and then you win a month, and then you win a year, and then you win a life, right? That's how you win. So in marketing, what do we do today? Let's bring all the attention onto just topics and tasks for today. Here's what you focus on. Check out the 4% entrepreneur, the 4% challenge for affiliate marketing. Okay, if you need help with that, regardless whatever you do, I'm here to help you. I'm going to be dropping a video every single day for you, probably starting next week. We're just preparing some stuff, just wrapping some stuff, just giving you a little heads up here. Again, if you haven't subscribed to 4% on YouTube, subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you haven't created yourself an account, to 4%.com, head over to 4%.com, create yourself a free account. You don't even have to pay for it to become a member of the 4%. We have a lot of great content inside that you can learn from for free. We have a lot of paid programs, a lot of free programs. I'm here to help you become great at whatever it is that you're doing. Okay? Until next time, everybody, God bless, and talk to you soon. Bye.